Hello everyone, and welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Owen from Bricks and Beyond, and today I have a very special May the 4th episode or video, whatever you want to call it. This video is going out on May the 4th, so happy May the 4th. Star Wars Day, of course. If you're watching this, I'm guessing that you know what May the 4th is, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just say May the 4th and just leave it at that. But today I have a very fun video. I tweeted about behind these things right here a few weeks back. I think I bought these maybe like 3-4 weeks ago. Maybe it was close to about a month ago when I first bought these, and I saw them on eBay and they were only $13. I was like, I have to have these. We're not getting the Bad Batch shuttle until August 1st, and so nobody's going to be able to have these minifigures for a long time. And so even though these are not real Lego, I just want to go ahead, I mean, you've probably seen it in the title of the video and whatever, but these are not real Lego. This isn't, I don't have these figures early, nothing like that. These are completely fake. I bought completely fake Lego minifigures off of eBay just because I wanted to see what they were like and if they were bad and exactly how bad that they would be. But yeah, since to celebrate the release of the Bad Batch and it being May the 4th, I have went ahead and purchased some fake Bad Batch minifigures off of eBay. Now, this is 4 of them. This is all of them except for Echo. I don't know why it didn't include Echo. I don't know if maybe they just couldn't get the arm, like, modeled or something like that, because he doesn't have, like, one of his arms is not a regular arm. He's got kind of like a robotic arm, and so I don't know if maybe that was a struggle for them and they couldn't get it modeled exactly. But we do have Hunter, we have Wrecker, we have Crosshair, and we have Tech. So we have the other 4 members, just all of them except Echo, which is very strange. But before I open these up, I just want to show you guys what the bags look like. So you can see the figures come like kind of assembled, kind of not. Their arms are off, which is very strange. But this is Hunter here. You kind of see, and this is the front of the bag. So it is it is WM Blocks, whatever. I don't know what that is. It's probably the company that made it. Like I said, I bought these off eBay. I just found them for like $13 and thought it would be funny to have them to do a video on them. But see, warning, it's got all this different stuff on it, choking hazard and all that. They are made in China, so these are not made in the USA. They are completely fakes. These are not real Legos. I don't know if it's Lepin. I don't know exactly what it is, but the bag is the exact same for each of them. There's nothing different about the bag. It's just what's inside is the only thing different. So I will go ahead and I will build all 4 of these, and I will show you an in-depth look at each of these figures. So I'll be right back. Okay, so all of the 4 minifigures are completely built and put here, and I am very, very surprised by these minifigures. I mean, even though they're fake, they're really not that bad. I mean, of course, they're not Lego standard. It's not the greatest plastic. It's definitely cheapy and chintzy feeling, but it's not the worst thing that I've ever seen, and it's definitely, I thought it was going to be a lot worse than what it actually is. And I mean, you can kind of see, I'll show you like up close a little bit, like you can see like Wrecker and then Tech. I really like Tech, the way his helmet is molded. I like the visor that can come down and everything. I think that is very, very cool. The helmets are molded actually pretty good. I really like the molding of the helmets. I like how they're all custom. They're not like reused from anything else. Of course, like we have the clone helmets, the typical kind of looking clone helmets on Crosshair and Hunter. But for Tech and for Wrecker, these are pretty much, I think, like helmets that we don't really get normally in Star Wars Lego, which is pretty cool. The weapons are also very strange because they're also not real Lego. So we have Tech has kind of like the normal Lego blaster, while Crosshair has like a custom sniper, and Hunter has like a custom pistol, and Wrecker has a custom blaster, but like the knives are the same. And like, I don't know, it's very strange. None of this is real Lego. Like these base plates or anything are not real Lego. These come with the characters. It's not real. It's nothing like that. It's just, I don't know, it's just very strange. But I'm gonna go ahead and showcase each of these characters individually and show you what I think of all of them individually. Okay, So our first character is going to be the leader of the squad, and that is going to be Hunter. Now, the printing on the bodies and stuff isn't the worst. I don't really like how it goes all the way around. I think it's very strange how it goes. It just doesn't look right, and I think it's just because I'm used to regular Lego, and I'm not used to having printing go all the way around on a minifigure, and so that's very strange, but it's not really the worst thing in the world. The arm printing does look pretty good. On both sides, it does look pretty good. It's different on both. The chest, the torso printing does look good. There are no printing underneath the arms there. You can see it is just black. But the legs also do look pretty good. I like the sides. I think like the wearing and like the kind of like wore down look of the armor looks very good. I'm very surprised by that. I just don't really like the printing on the back of the legs. I feel like it kind of gets a little bit too much on some of the characters. I know on Tech with the white body and legs and everything that he's printed on, it's just, it looks very sloppy, and it's hard to tell what a lot of it is. But I think on Hunter, with him being more of a darker character, I think it doesn't look horrible. Like, it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. I was definitely expecting these to be a lot worse, so it's kind of nice that they're not like really too bad. You can kind of see the pistol that he has there in his hand, and the knife that we have seen in the Clone Wars, along with the Black Series figure and everything. That's like the knife that he always uses. It doesn't have any printing on it, so, but again, didn't expect that to happen. And these also have these backpacks on the back that the minifigures have that we don't get on regular Clone Troopers, and I mean, I kind of like them. I think it just makes the character look really bulky. And all four of these figures do have these backpacks, but some of them are different colors, like I said. I think Hunter's, Wrecker, and Crosshair all have the exact same backpack. So you can really see there, it has a little bit of coloration and detail on it, but it's mainly just printed. It's not too much color on it. The helmet is basically a regular clone helmet, just printed with the design that Hunter has on his helmet. So there's nothing really too crazy about it. Let's see if I can take the helmet off with one hand. You can. So give you a better view of the helmet. That's what it looks like there. It's pretty nice looking. I think the detail is pretty good. The face is definitely strange. I don't know how I feel about the head. Again, not the worst thing I've seen, but you can see just by like, you can tell this is Lego because I just took the helmet off, and you can already see that the head is starting to come off of the figure, and that's just because it's not Lego quality. It's the more cheapy plastic and everything, and so it's not how it's supposed to be. You can see a little bit of marking on the back just because it's not actual Lego. You can see the seam line on the head, and you don't really see that with actual Lego. So you can definitely tell that these are not real. But if you close up of the head, he looks very strange. I mean, it's not terrible, but again, it's one of those things, I just think the printing is way too dark on like the scarring and everything on his face, that it's very hard to tell who it is or what it is or anything. It's just very difficult. But I mean, again, it doesn't look too bad. I've definitely seen worse, and I was expecting a lot worse than this. But overall, I like Hunter. I think he's one of my favorites out of these fake Bad Batch Legos. But okay, so that is Hunter, and I will go ahead and move on to Crosshair. Okay, so next up is Crosshair, the sniper in the squad. I'll just go ahead and show you the rifle that is in his hand. It's a very, again, like I said, it is a custom sniper. It's not one that Lego has or that Lego has put out. So again, not an actual Lego rifle. None of these are actual Lego weapons or anything like that. Also, they're very hard to get into their hands. I don't know if it's the plastic or if it's the weapon or what it is, but they're very hard to move. But again, that's what it looks like. I just want to move that out the way so that you guys could see the torso printing. And again, it doesn't go on the sides, but there is arm printing on both sides, which appears to be somewhat the same as what Hunter's was, so not too bad. The leg printing, again, I think it looks good on the front and the two sides, but I am just not a fan of the printing on the back of the legs. I just think it looks very strange. I think it's just because I'm not used to seeing that at all on Lego. But the torso printing a little bit, I'll show you guys some more. And it is the same backpack that Hunter had on, but the helmet actually looks pretty cool. I like the printing of the helmet. You can see it's got the crosshair over the eye. and the white going around the entire thing with kind of the gray underneath the trim. And he does have the viewfinder that is able to come down. Again, not the greatest thing ever because it is fake Lego, but you can see it does come down and you can raise it back up in the regular position. So you can have it either way. And going to take a look at the, man, these are very hard to get off sometimes. Taking a look at the head, I'm going to show you a closer up view of the helmet. That's what it looks like. But looking at the head of Crosshair, this one looks a lot better, I think, just because it doesn't have all of that dark printing on it like what Hunter did. And so you can definitely tell that this is just a regular clone face and not some thing that just looks like a blob of ink that was stamped on. This one, I actually like this. I definitely could see Lego doing a printing like this or similar to this for when they make the minifigures for the Bad Batch. But yeah, it's definitely a lot better than what Hunter's was, and I think his head looks so much better. And you can see the visor already fell off. So, all right, I will go ahead and move on to the next minifigure. Okay, and the next minifigure will be Tech. And honestly, this is my least favorite, but also my favorite of these 4 fake minifigures. I think the body and the legs and everything look absolutely horrible with the printing. It's just so dark and it's so hard to tell everything. But this helmet and the visor look absolutely amazing. I think that really makes up for just how terrible everything else is on this figure. You can see it looks like the normal blaster that we get with a regular clone trooper or any other Star Wars figure of that sense, really. But you can see just on this like torso printing and everything, it's just so dark. And like I have the lamp on, there's the sunlight coming from outside through my window, and it's like it's still very difficult to tell what is even going on with this figure. This one actually does have some printing going on underneath the arms. And you can see the arm printing again, same thing as the last 2. But like you can see the printing on the legs and the side of the legs and even the back of the legs. It looks so bad. It's just so hard to tell what anything is. It just looks like a big blob of ink was just stamped on with no detail, nothing. And the backpack is the exact same as the other ones, but this one is printed in white, and it does have a little bit different detail than the other ones do. But the main reason why I love this figure and why it is almost my favorite is just because of this helmet. I think this helmet is absolutely amazing. It looks great. This visor is really, really good. You can see it comes down, covers his eyes like it does in the show and like everything. It looks absolutely fantastic. You get some printing there on the side of the visor, some printing going on at the top of the helmet. You get the red stripe with the gray sides, more printing on the side of the visor, and even printing on the visor. It looks like there's a little bit of Arabic writing on it. I mean, you can't actually translate it because it just looks like scribble, but I think that is very cool. And again, you can lift it up and lift it back down, whatever you want to do. Now, when we take the actual helmet off, again, his head is not too bad. Hunter is, I think, really the low of the low when it comes to heads, and Tech is the low of the low when it comes to torso and leg printing. But this head is not too bad. I like the printing on this one. You can see his glasses that he's wearing. You can see a little bit of scarring and everything underneath his glasses. His eyes and everything look good. His mouth looks very derpy. I just think it looks very strange, but again, it's not the worst thing that I've ever seen. I was definitely expecting a lot worse than this, but I mean, Hunter's is really bad, so I think if you're comparing anything to Hunter's, I think it's going to be good. But this one is not too bad, but I primarily really enjoy this figure just for the helmet alone, and I really hope that the actual Lego Tech minifigure has a helmet just like this, and then it looks just as good as this does. I believe that they're remolding some helmets and everything for the Bad Batch figures, so I'm just really hoping that that's what they do. So I will go ahead and get on to Wrecker, our last minifigure. Okay, so here is the final minifigure of the Bad Batch, the final fake minifigure that I have for you guys today, and it is of Wrecker. Now, he doesn't look too bad, honestly. I really like the printing on his torso and his arms and everything. The blaster is pretty cool. I wish they would have had more like a heavier machine gun with him. I mean, he is Wrecker. It's kind of what he's known for. I think that would have been really, really cool. I also don't know why he came with a knife. I mean, I guess that's just something that he just comes with, but I don't know. But on the arms, you can see there is kind of the skull printing on it, the printing that is on the other ones, and is the exact same for the other side. I'll get you a shot of the body and leg printing. It's really nice. I like the way it transitions into each other. It looks great. It looks like one solid piece, and I think that looks really good. The printing on the side of the legs looks good. Again, there is no printing below or underneath the arms on this figure. And this one, I honestly don't hate the printing on the back of the legs. I think it's subtle and it's not too much, and it kind of blends in with the rest of the coloration. It's not like it just randomly changes color or anything, so that is very nice. And it is the same backpack that was on the other 3 minifigures. Now, I'll go ahead and show you the helmet. So it is Wrecker's nice looking helmet. I think it is very, very good looking. There is no detail on the back of it, but there's no printing or detail on the back of it. But the whole front does, which is really nice. And if we take the helmet off, you guys can see better what the actual helmet looks like. It's pretty nice. I like the detailing and everything of the helmet, but honestly, Wrecker's face has to be my favorite one of these 4. I think it just looks great. I love the smirk that he has. It really definitely encompasses Wrecker, and you can definitely tell that this is him. The scarring, the eye, the smile, all of that looks like him. The beard, it looks great. I love this figure. I cannot wait to see what he looks like when LEGO produces him. I think it's just going to be absolutely amazing. But, yep, there's just a closer look on what his face looks like and what Wrecker looks like as a whole. Now, I will go ahead and bring them all back and show you guys them all together again. Okay, so here we go. Here are all 4 of the Bad Batch minifigures, the fake LEGO minifigures, all put together. And together, they look great. I mean, I think they look like a good squad. Just FYI, this is not a sponsored video. I was not paid to say any of these things. I found these on eBay from a random seller for $13 and thought, hey, I think that would be a fun video. I'd like to have some fake Bad Batch minifigures. So I bought these with my own money and gave them a review. I literally just opened them. You saw I had them in the packaging. The empty wrappers are over here where I built them and took them out. So I have not had any experience with these before or anything. So just wanted to get that out of the way, let you know this is my honest opinion. And I mean, if you guys want some Bad Batch minifigures that are early, I mean, you're missing Echo, which, I mean, is okay. It does really suck that we're missing Echo, but honestly, if you want some Bad Batch minifigures and you don't care that they're fake and you just want something to like display or to even play with, I honestly would pick these up. I mean, 13 bucks really isn't bad at all. And you get some pretty nice looking minifigures. I mean, they're definitely more detailed than what the LEGO minifigures are going to be. They might not look as great as the LEGO minifigures, but they still are definitely more detailed than what the LEGO minifigures are going to give you. So if you want these to display, or like I said, if you want to play with them a lot earlier than the August 1st release of the Bad Batch shuttle, then I would definitely recommend picking these up, but that is completely up to you. If you don't want to support the fake LEGO, whatever, that's totally up to you. I know I wouldn't normally do that, but just in this case, I thought it would be very cool to show you guys what these look like. And yeah, I think that's going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy, please don't forget to leave a like and comment down below what you think of these figures, if you would pick them up if you had the chance. And let me know what you think of the Bad Batch show. By the time this video is released, the first episode will be out 71 minutes. It's going to be absolutely amazing. I'm very excited about that. So comment down below if you guys are excited. And yeah, I would love to just hear you guys' feedback on anything. Don't forget to subscribe as well to not miss a video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you have a great rest of your day.